Tips from somebody who was broken a few times in her life, almost broken, and she came effing better and stronger back. And it's about suffering and healing in silence. And then making it public. We don't really care to make it public, but I know, being a coach for 15 plus years and overcoming war trauma, CPTSD, domestic violence, abuse in past relationship, where psychologically, spiritually, I realized like, man, it feels like my spirit was crushed in career, inappropriate behaviors. So it was just like my soul or my psyche decided of like, what do I want to master in this life? And like everything: war, abuse, low self-esteem, desire to not be here when I was a teenager because the suffering was just so grand that, not being here, suicidal ideation when I was younger is like, that was kind of like the only thing that I kind of like to get out of it. So how to heal in silence is observe who has overcome what you have overcome. So you don't have to, tell everybody. I'm not for telling everybody. I'm for kind of testing. And sometimes we get burned, but if we get burned once, learn from it. Like if somebody, family, etc., if they have proven themselves to be minimizing, not listening to you, like why would you want to do that? Learn to stop sharing with them. Some people deserve just to buy the tickets to the final freaking show. So, and then before all of that is the decision. Okay, I'm deciding that it's over. I don't want to be a victim anymore. What happened was not okay. And get into that positive. I love the work of Dr. David Hawkins, and you're going to have Abraham Hicks emotional guidance scale. But it's anger. Anger is can be an action emotion. It can be one of the most powerful emotions to get you out of the misery. So get positively pissed off and decide, you know what, I'm going to do something, and I'm not going to stop until I get my outcome. Find people that have the results that you want. So what helped me were the tools that I learned primarily to help me because I was in so much suffering. And then when I started working with people 15 plus years ago, every time I saw results. So for me, there was humanistic neuro-linguistic psychology, NLP, timeline healing, emotional freedom technique, EFT, matrix reimprinting, some other techniques, life coaching. But what helped me overcome a lot of things were the subconscious processes that work with, with the amygdala, with the way our subconscious mind stores information and stores trauma, and also how we can change. So there are tools out there that I didn't even know existed. I thought you had to live with suffering and you just have to, suck it up till the end of life. There's tools that within 15 minutes called eye movement memory resolution technique, where within 15 minutes you can neutralize a one-time traumatic event, combining NLP anchoring and eye movement, which I think also is used in EMDR. Haven't tried yet. So using those techniques to chip away beliefs, emotions, we can neutralize the emotional charge. So we can change limiting beliefs like I'm a failure, I don't deserve better, this is as good as it gets. That keeps us in toxic environments that we're not even aware of. But we know that something's off, and our soul, our body are not happy. And sometimes it's also doing the certification. Like if one technique interests you, it will get you to really dive in and then share with others. I cannot tell you how many times when I was going through some of the toughest times in my life that broke my heart, and being a coach and serving people helped me. So my clients didn't even know that me supporting them and me being able to decompartmentalize, where I'm like, I'm not going to bring my own suffering and tears to the session. It kept me up in solution thinking, so contributing to other people. So know that you can heal in silence and win in silence. And it's a feeling that really matters. If other people notice, great. But again, there's a lot of stuff that we do not have to tolerate anymore. So you can private message me, like, what is something that you're feeling and you'd like to be feeling different about? It could be about personal stuff, habits that you feel like, I feel a bit, ashamed about it. So I'm going to end here and love to hear from you. And just know that our history doesn't have to define us anymore. Whatever happened, it happened. And don't compare each other with my trauma is bigger than your trauma. When I was working, and I worked with thousands of people, when I was a career coach, a director of coaching of an American company, and women would find out everything that I went through. It was like, oh wow, I can't complain about my stuff. I'm like, no, yes, you can complain about your stuff, and let's do something about it, right? So we can be evidence of what's possible, but it's really about becoming the better person, a calmer, more peaceful person of who we were in the past, and compared to that. So I'm sending you lots of love. Have an awesome day and share your insights, share your thoughts. Oh, and I'll share some of the techniques as well coming up, with specific meditations and tapping. So check out this space.